Hello everybody and welcome to the Train Morning Commute. My name is SlowWolf and I'll be your conductor for this morning. Conditions outside, currently in real life, are rainy and dismal and bleh. But conditions on the train tracks have been really sunny lately. We've been stupidly doing well. Like, really well lately. That looks like it might change. We are currently 7 hours in almost. We're 6 hours, 20 minutes. No one's broached 50,000. In fact, there's only a few people, like there's a couple of handfuls of people that have made 46,000, and then it just drops down from there. Let's see why. So we got a Woken baseline and Stygian Guard baseline. Okay, this is actually a really strong combination that I enjoy. Highly reactive, triggered abilities on friendly units, trigger initial time. Really good. You take the path that you're forced to, fine. Friendly enemy units get +5 and +10, your pyre gets +10. So Brawl is usually worse for us than it is for the enemy. But the highly reactive means that we are looking for triggers. We are looking for an incredible number of triggers if we can manage it. Anything that's a trigger is instantly stronger. So, let's see. Am I still in frame? Yes, I am. Very good. I like it. So we got Titan's Gratitude, Wildwood Sap, and Wildwood Custodian. One Wildwood Custodian, two of the others. That's about perfect. Let's see if we can manage to make this one work. I'm looking forward to this. This is a double thumbs up situation for me. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Or, when you play a spell, spells can have cost less or reduced to 0 for the turn. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. We could have Wildwood Custodian come back every turn. I mean, Wildwood Sap come back every turn with enough upgrades. And Titan's Gratitude is an excellent setup for other spells to just be bananas. I think that Split Anvil has more wombo combo potential, but Lightstone Casing is like your big brain move. If you can get Lightstone Casing to work, it's wonderful. In our case, we don't know whether we're going to the Merchants of Magic or not, so there's no way to guarantee we'll make good use of that. Split Anvil will have good use no matter what we do. That's fine. So what we got here? Spikes 10 or Revenge, draw 1. This is effectively Revenge, draw 2. Don't get me wrong, Spikes is real good. But I'm willing to go ahead and give the draw card bonus one like a boost here because of the sheer amount of card draw we'll get out of it. Non-boss enemies get +4, so they're getting +9 right now. They are way harder hitting than they used to be. Way harder hitting. With that in mind, let's see. $22, huh? Cool, so at least this guy's getting close to dead. He's not dead yet, though. Jesus Christ, they hit so hard. Okay, take 5. Like, a Frozen Lance will do the trick here. Now, down here, I need to make sure that one of these guys dies. So, Titan's Gratitude. Titan's Gratitude. That instantly reduces the damage you're taking by quite a lot. Okay. Alrighty. Seems like an easy one of these. Followed by one of these. Yeah, it works. So we can go ahead and at least heal you up for one. Alright. Now, 9, 13, that's 21 damage. We can't heal that amount. What we can do is Titan's Gratitude. Unfortunately not hitting the right people. So we can go ahead and heal him and then Frozen Lance him as best as we can. Okay, we would need to remove this. Sadly, we're doing 10 damage. 89 left, huh? That's the best we can do. So, rough first round, but not the end of the world. We got through it with a 1,000 point bonus. Yikes. Okay, so that first round is going to be hard no matter what we did. Restoration Detonation here makes good sense. We want that on a holdover pretty much as soon as possible. And Guardian Stone would allow us to trigger that twice. That's huge, actually. And it can't gain Rage 2. That's our damager. Okay, I think we've got our first floor sorted. Though those alone have sorted our first floor. Do we go left or right? Left. That's kind of where I wanted to go. Thank you. Double stack, and amongst other things. Look, regen 10 is really good. I'm down for it. 20 magic power and consume. I don't want to consume that thing, though. Okay, restoration detonation being free isn't a bad plan, because we want to be able to cast that no matter when. No matter when. Like, every time it comes up, boom, we want to cast it. And then 20 magic power and consume. It's tempting. Remove some train stewards instead, I think. Is our better plan, is removing 2 of these train stewards. And then hoping we get some play out of this. Alright, let's see if we can do better in our second fight here. That was a brutal first round. Sweep? Really? Prick. Okay, unit drafted. Enemies have armor 10. Oh, no. Okay, so tough sell. At least they don't have an additional 4 attack on top of the ridiculous numbers of attacks they already had. Okay, so there's this. Shame. Okay. Cool. We are going to go ahead and do this, though. Wildwood Custodian kind of needs his own floor. That should get the double kill, which we need. Then up here, there's nothing we can really do. So, get rid of the Sinner's Burden and call it a day. That guy's going to run away, and there's nothing we can do about it. Now, on your end, this is fairly easy to deal with. Kill you. Drop the Wildwood Custodian. You're now safe. You're going to make it to the top. There's nothing we can do about that, so instead, I'm going to focus on healing. We're going to take damage from that boy, and there's nothing we can do about it. Now, you on the other hand, you're taking 100. That's something, at least, but it's not enough for me to be happy about it. That works well with the anvil, so I'm glad that we did that. Cool, we got the kill. The double triggers are what's winning us this one. The double triggers plus the rage creature is kind of making work happen. Alright, let's see. Vine Grasp. Glimmer is not bad. Like, none of these are necessarily great. We could use some more backyard poke, though. Currently, we're at 17 cards. It's not awful. But we could use some backline to just be like, yoink, get that squishy person right up to the front, please. So I will grab Vine Grasp. And then out of these, oh my god, none of these are the ones I necessarily want. Energy Siphon is a good card to have, though. It enables so many other things to work. It's so weird. Like, I don't want any of these right now, but at least the Animus of Speed does something. So I'll pick her up so that way we can use her as a missile. You know, put her on the floor, deal 30 damage, hopefully it kills the thing we targeted. Then we go left. Interesting. Okay. We're like Hellhorn, Umbra, or Melting Remnant. Melting Remnant doesn't have what I needed to. Umbra could. Hellhorn should. So. Last Stand can do some insane stuff right now. I will take it. I will take it, and I will do my best to make sure that it goes off multiple times. And as long as we cast it first, everything else should be free, right? Plus 20 magic power and consume. I don't want that, though. Okay, making that Wildwood Sap cost 1 again is pretty solid. I don't want magic of 20 power and consume. We move on. Okay, real test here. Can we defeat Dailies? Dailies, who, by the way, has bombs. But he's definitely easier than Talos. If this were Talos, we'd be in a rougher spot. Oh my god, you all suck so hard. We're going to go ahead and set up in the middle floor here. So if we don't, we're going to have a bad day. We will toss one of these out here, but we are going to kill one of you. This ought to work. Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So long as only one creature makes it to the top every time, we're golden. Alright, Guardian Stone needs to go down here. At this point, do we have any 2-cost spells? We do not. I like instant kills, man. Things we need to cast. You. 100%. And then Titan's Gratitude. Vine's Grasp does not work the way I hoped it would. Sadly. It just gives a little bit of extra rage to our dude here, and yeah, that's it. The Revenge means that we do have a very, like, solid deck in terms of, like, what it actually does for sure, though. Okay. Double the amount of rage on the floor. Now we're talking. What I need to do is find a way to brick my way to the front here. There's no easy way to do that, sadly. So what I'm going to do instead is toss this out. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I cast some of these free spells as well. Yeah, we're going to have to Titan's Gratitude first. Cool, that'll do. I was going to say, if you can go to a floor where I can actually hurt you, that'd be excellent. Okay, we are going to go ahead and put you down. That makes good sense. Down here, you're not hurt, actually, so I don't have to worry about that too much. If I put Energy Siphon on you again, that's 3 times the spell damage. You're going to take damage in a second, but not before I can... Might as well. At least it gives us some more armor to work with. Okay, cool. Final wave. Okay, up here, we took a little bit of damage, so I might as well poke for free. Titan's Gratitude. Absolutely. Now that we're here, you're dying. You need to die still. So, get killed. Now you're dying, and that's excellent news. And if I could just go ahead and just do that to get as much benefit as I can out of my own rage. Alright, now we should find a way to kill you. You're already dead, which is excellent news, but just to make sure... Yes! Boom. Okay, grand news. Like, we managed to do okay. No one made it to the pyre, we got a second floor kill. Good points. I'm willing to have played a little bit more passively to have made it a little bit farther along. So Adaptive Mutation is not what we're looking for. Awoken's Rail Spike is really good, and Ancient Synergy... 2 times the number of spells deck 3 times. So that's currently a little bit worse than a Tornado. Are we going for more spells, or are we looking to thin our deck? Well, I think we're eventually going to draft more spells, but Ancient Synergy doesn't immediately make sense. Awoken's Rail Spike makes immediately good sense. It is such a powerful card. Out of these, I don't need any of them right now. And then out of these, look, we got the card draw. I need energy. I need energy like crazy right now. So yeah, I'll take the energy. Let's see which route we go down. We go down the right route, which is highly safe. When a friendly unit is healed, deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to the amount healed. Or, when you play your third spell of the turn, all cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. That's potent. But Priory's Cloak can be absolutely gross. Like, you couple that with... Hold on. Just hear me out. You couple that with Restoration Detonation, and suddenly you're not healing for... you're not just dealing, restoring 10 HP and dealing 50. You're restoring 10 HP and then dealing an additional, and dealing 60. That's actually a little bit less than I thought it was going to be. The +1 magic power makes a huge deal of sense for us, considering that we have 2 Titan's Gratitudes, which effectively just get bonuses every time. I think we go with a Forgotten Name this time. Now, please give me Rejuvenation. Damn it! Okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. We're going to go for the bigger, tankier version of ourselves then. Although Spikes is highly tempting right now. I think we have to go for Spikes. Like, as much as... This is a weird play. Look, if we go for Spikes, we have a chance at killing the things that attack us. And that's a pretty big deal. We're fairly tanky. We tend to deal damage enough that we can kill the stuff that comes at us, and we tend to stay alive. 70 HP should be fine. That said, 10 Spikes is not going to stop several people from dying right now. The extra 10 HP that they get makes it that Spikes 10 is actually bad. So you know what? Revenge. I want rejuvenation. Even if it just triggers once, that 20 damage off of rejuvenation is 40, which is huge. Really? Spell Shield 2? Well, I hate this. Okay, well, the good news is we don't need a floor to set up. We've got our setup. Now, that said, we have to get rid of that. We have to start dealing damage. Okay. Not a great time here. That said, is there any way to immediately make things better for us? Yes. Now everything's free. We can get rid of this now. We play here for sure. We play here for sure. Surprisingly, we do need to play this first. Good, it worked. Unfortunately, these two are getting up to the top, and there's nothing we can do about it. We should have set up on a later floor. That's my current understanding of what's gone wrong right now. Awoken Rail Spike makes good sense. But we do have 2 freaking weighted contritions that we can't seem to get rid of to save our lives. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed that. And you're gonna live. Well, fine then. But can we at least kill these 2 jokers? Like, I would love to do more down here, but we're not being allowed to. So, how about this? You heal up. We get rid of the shield. We Titan's Gratitude. We got the wrong freaking one. Okay, we're going to immediately do that as best as we can. And look, Awoken's Rail Spike is just not working out for us right now. I'm tempted to just toss it. Toss it for the rage. And that's going to have to be okay. Too much damage. We're taking so much damage off of that. Okay, the good news is you're getting a mondo amount of HP, which is excellent news. Okay, you're being killed. So you know what? Heal up here, call it a day. Okay, he's dying. That's excellent news. But just to make sure of it, cool. Look, we got the first turn boss kill. That gives us an extra 10% back. It's not as good as having killed everything before reaching the top floor. And that's, like, that hurt our score more than anything else. So we need to remember that we can set up defensively and it's okay. Engraft isn't bad. It's literally like a dead draw the turn we get it, but, you know, it could be worse. I think that we skip it regardless. Like, there's not much there that we actually want. Titan's Tooth, however, on the other hand, is an offering card. We do have some means of actually discarding it. And it's actually good. And it's a 3 cost, which means that we can make everything else in our hand cost nothing whenever we cast it. I like that. No, you're sending me down this way. Okay, okay. Look, easy removes off of the 2 train stewards. Like, just bruh. But now we need to double up on something. And at this point, it's a tough sell. We could go for Wildwood Sap because it's the single most valuable one. And it is. Like, let's not mince words here. If we double up on this, that is regen 20 over the course of several turns. That is a lot of HP gain. However, Last Stand does effectively add double damage on one of our most important units, who, when we eventually get multi-strike, will rip and tear. I would like 2 chances for this. I think that makes a good deal of sense. Now, if this is stealth, thank Christ. Instead, it's multi-strike. Multi-strike is not great. The fact that you got sweep is real bad. And the fact that you got sweep and armor 15 is extremely bad. The good news is we have lots of heals. So do we set up on the first floor or the second floor? Look, we set up on the second floor. We've learned our lesson. It's better to have like a full turn of just being like, we're ready for you. You make everything else free. Sadly, everything else being free doesn't really help much. But it does kill the guy in the back, which is pretty great news. And you know what? Might as well. We got our goalie upstairs. Okay, how are we looking here? One dead, one alive. The one that's alive needs to die. So you have 15 HP. Killed. Cool, now you're dead. We don't need to worry about you anymore. Excellent news. If you could just... Oh, who first, though? It's 8 on either side. Okay. You heal. It doesn't bother me as much as I would have thought it did. Now, we got the Wildwood Custodian in the wrong spot, to be perfectly fair. So we're going to hold off on casting that guy. And I think that's our best bet. Okay. One boy's super dead. That said, live. Excellent news. Might as well do it for free. Hey, look! The regen's free. What a time to be alive. Cool. Now that you're dead, I'm quite pleased. Now everything else is free. Excellent news. And I still have the extra mana to toss you up there. Perfect news. Yeah, you're going to be able to attack several times. I don't really care all that much. What I will do is... Ooh, I think we last stand right now. Make him as big as possible. You're dead already. Excellent news. Might as well Energy Siphon, Titan's Gratitude. Go back up here. Restoration Detonation I think we hold on to for right now. Heal, toss out this thing and heal that thing out. Just to get the extra rage. I swear to God, the instant that we get what we need here, boy's dead. I mean, the boy's dead regardless, but like... Okay. We didn't take any damage on our Pyre. That's the big win. That's the absolute big win. Deck is working. Deck is now working, and I don't mind losing 10% of our score in order to make sure we take 0% of the penalty for taking damage. Focus growth here is not bad. Wake just costs too much HP to make work, and Engraft doesn't have any offensive bonus that makes it worthwhile. Frenzied Swarm can be exceptionally powerful in some situations. This is not that situation. Guardian's Amulet, again, exceptionally powerful in certain situations, and we are up against Seraph the Chaste. Great. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. None of these immediately make it into my pile of things that I want. So this is fine. Please, creatures. No! You keep me so far away from my creatures. Okay. Random, Umbra, Awoken, or Stygian. Look, you give me... which one can you possibly give Double Strike at this point? Stygian? Absolutely not. What Stygian could give is, like, Gifts of a Guard, or... Which client's artifacts do you take from the client? Oh, it's a consumable card, to be fair. So, consumable cards. No. I think we have to go Awoken. Yeah, Wildwood Sap's fine. But this is just like, this is a wild ride. We need, like, one creature upgrade, and we've skipped every single one so far. The game has been really mean. Permafrost and the Awoken Rail Spike here is a big win for us. Largely because then that way we can hold on to it until when it matters. Titan's Gratitude, plus 10 damage. Booyah. Absolute booyah. Reducing the cost of something, Awoken's Rail Spike, isn't a bad plan. At all, in fact. Makes it so that we get a +1 on that, which is pretty good. I only need it once, really. So yeah, sure, hit me. Let's re-roll, see what we get. Holdover! Okay, you gave me Holdover, and you made my day. If I put this on Restoration Detonation, that could do a lot of damage very quickly, especially against sweep situations. Magic Power and Consume. It allows the Vine Grasp to actually work the one time I absolutely need it to work every time, and then reducing the cost of something. Man, I don't need to spend the money on that. So, purge a card. So what are some cards that we can stand to get rid of? At this point, we are currently looking at a decent number of spells. They all sort of do their work, and I just realized I should put Holdover on Energy Siphon. I am a big, stupid moron. It's okay. It's not okay. Restore literally doesn't do anything for us much anymore. It's okay. It does heal up a bit, and given time, it actually works. You know what? I'll leave my cards as is. Let's just see what happens. We're up against Arcus. He is the hardest hitting out of the bunch, but if we can set up a good floor with our Siren, then we're in a good spot. So what's this one here? Apply +1 to spells in hand. That is a rough start. Goalie. Now's the time. Cool. Might as well, man. What's this one? Dazed? No, Weight of Contrition. Okay, that's actually fine. We'll put you up there. Put you up here. Okay, now we're going to start just honking around as hard as we possibly can. Okay, lots of cards to work with. You're the one that casts spells. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful about how we do this. But if I do it like this... Shame. Should have done this. Last Stand costing 4 is manageable. Cool. That 10 damage is something that we hope never to take again. So here's the good news. We do this, and suddenly, everything's free in our hand. What a time to be alive. Which one's this one? Apply +1 to spells in hand. Come on! Bad timing. Fine. We'll spend a turn doing very little on that floor. Rumble. The good news is that this does allow us to just kind of like slam into this dude and instantly murder his face off. So I'll take it. Okay, now this is the other one, which is fine. Which means I can actually do this now. But before I do that, I will Titan's Tooth up here to make everything free. Cool. This works either way. Sadly, discarded the other one. Alright, so what do? Well, we cast all the rest of our spells on this floor to get that rage up as high as possible. Arcus, if you come to that middle floor, I swear you're going to have a bad day. You did not. That's fine. Okay, again, we're just going to do that as much as we possibly can. Slam, 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 blam, blam. Cool. We need multi-strike so bad. Okay. Just cast that there, why not? You're toast. You're toast. So what do we want to do here? Slam this into him, honestly. And then use this to be able to cast the rest of our spells here for free. Should have done that in a different way, but that's fine. So he should be dead on this floor, if we've done everything correctly, which we have, for once. Excellent news. All we need is multi-strike, man. All we need is multi-strike, and we're absolutely going to be kicking it. Harness the Titan is a huge bonus to us. Spreading Spores is good, too. It's really good, considering what we're capable of doing with our deck. Unleash the Wild is great, but we're honestly not taking enough damage anymore. We have enough regen, but having some spikes would really, really help. Harness the Titan is just strong, given the circumstances. If we can give it holdover too, like just. I love spreading spores. It is one of my favorite cards because it takes a little bit of setup, but with a little bit of setup, it does a lot of work. And it adds an offensive angle to our champion who just might not get one this round. Adding that magic power, though, does mean that Frozen Lances start doing actual damage. Our Titan's Gratitudes really start pumping up their damage. Yeah, I think we'd be silly not to go for a Harness the Titans. At this point, our energy is pretty good. We could use some more card draw. And we'll move along. Our morning commute is doing okay. Please go right. Yes! Yes! +3 magic power is huge. Please multi-strike. Large stone. Is not the one I want, but it's the one I got. It doesn't matter who we put on out of these two. I think that the Animus' speed makes good sense. Spike's 4. Dude. I don't know, man. +10 attack. Look, if we toss that onto the Guardian Stone, at least the Guardian Stone's doing something. Damage-wise. Or the Wildwood Custodian. Like, he's now kind of a goalie. And you're also our goalie. I don't mind you having spikes. That way, if anybody, doesn't immediately die, you might kill them anyway. Yeah! Yes! That's what I'm looking for! Okay, good. She is just a stupid amount of damage now. And can't gain additional armor. And then you can have just more HP to survive longer. Okay, great. Huge gets. Huge gets. With that said, do we need restores? Probably not, but we're going to keep them anyway. Like, our deck is actually working pretty well. Please, Rejuvenation. Fudge! 130 HP is plenty. We go for Spikes 10. We tried extremely hard to go for the double trigger on the more useful hero ability, but just no dice, huh? That's okay. Spikes 5. It gives us some actual regen opportunities on more people than one, so that's fine. We could start setting up on this bottom floor. Like, this is not a bad first turn setup for that. However, that is a lot of damage. Or do we set up on the second floor and call it a time? So you got multi-strike, right? You need to die. Is there any way to get you to die? Not immediately. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up on the second floor. Okay? You get that +1 magic power going. Now we got the +1 magic power going. Set up our goalie. Okay. Cool. Absolutely worth it. Okay, up here. You're dying, you're staying alive. We can't let that happen. So, harness the Titans. Instant kill that guy. Now the other guy's dead. Big hit, big hit. Kill him instantaneously. Big deal. We hold on to Awoken Rail Spike for as long as we need to, really. Yeah. Do I want to double that first? I think I do. So, harness the Titans. 10 more riff. This is going well. We need to cast this now. So, doubled up. We're now absolutely wrecking face. Okay. So now we cast everything else. Restore, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance, Titan's Gratitude, and you're dead before anything even happens. Okay. Well worth it doing that right out of the gate, because now everything else is free. Absolutely roasted. Okay, I'm glad you showed up like a million years too late, but that's fine. Awoken Rail Spike is now or never. Good, and it did work. So yeah, it's spell weakness 1. It's as good a time as any. Okay, and then we just cast everything else up here. So we're playing it safe, which means that, like, yeah, it's going to probably impact our points a little bit, but, like, I'm not too worried about that. That worked out nicely. I don't think we took any turret damage. Yeah, okay, so that saved us a ton of percentage. Just setting up on the second floor is saving us a ton of points. We don't need any of these, sadly. Ancient Synergy. This is a rare card, too. 38 plus 3 times 3. Like, yeah, that's actually quite powerful now. I'll go ahead and take that now. Now, depending on which way we go, we don't need any more creature upgrades. Okay, it didn't send us down the road of creature upgrades, so that's great news. Permafrost. No. Well, it needs to cost less. Not much, if I'm being completely honest. Ancient Synergy should cost 1 less, just to make sure that the other ones can make it cost nothing. Plus 20 magic power and consume. We don't really need it anywhere. So I'm not going to go ahead and put it on anything. We don't need permafrost on anything. I mean, I suppose one of the last stands would be a good idea to have permafrost on, just to be safe. Reroll it. Upgrade a spell to remove consume. I think if we get both of our Titan's Gratitudes to be really strong, that's good. If we can get 2 really strong, if we can get 1 really strong one, though. I think we're going to go for 2 mediocre ones, though. Mediocre, he says. And then Harness the Titans could be free, and I think I'd be happy about that, honestly. It wouldn't make any difference, though. And I'd rather just not. Never mind. How do I feel about the rest of these? Right now we got Last Stand proc multiple times a turn. Frozen Lance doesn't do too much. I would rather see other spells, but we're keeping our spells in our deck. Our deck being thick actually works to our advantage right now. Do I want 2 of a particular card? Yes and no. I think that having another Titan's Gratitude wouldn't hurt, but I think that the main thing we want to make sure we have is like a second Ancient Synergy. If that thing goes off even more than once, like even 1 more time, it's great. 50% chance to apply spell weakness at the end of turn. Apply frozen to a random card in your hand. Merchant cost reduced by 25%. Oh, that's too late. Too little, too late. We're going to keep our 715 points. Let's see what we can do against Seraph. We've got a strong enough run that Seraph should go down. However, having the number of buffs and debuffs is just a big woofer. I'm tempted to do this now, but I will not. Put up a goalie instead. Toss this boy out there. Cry on the inside as you realize you made a big mistake, and just... it's fine. Spikes has been reduced by 5. Like, that's just my champion's ability. You're just reducing to nothing here. Okay, Titan's Tooth. Excellent news, everyone. That dude's dead. There's nothing you can do about it. Applying ×2 rage right now is tempting. Let's give it a second, though. I kind of want to hold on to Vine Grasp for a second. We don't need to cast it. So what I will do first is apply Harness the Titans. Oh, hell, might as well. Yep, that hurts. That hurts the rage. Okay, we're putting this out there for sure. Then we're going to go up here and put this guy out there for sure. Now. It didn't really matter what that hit. I was happy either way. You're dead. It's fine. Okay, so at this point, I'm more than pleased to go ahead and do this. We'll have more chances to apply it later again. Harness the Titan? Yes. Energy Siphon? Yes. We don't have any place to put this, so I might as well just... oh, never mind. We had a place to put it. We're golden. 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're starting to do some work here. I will Last Stand here. Okay, and if you thought that was bad, let's go ahead and put out, let's see. Doesn't really do anything, sadly. But I will Frozen Lance twice. And now we got that extra magic power kicking in for us. From the Forgotten Name, for sure. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Knock that down, and suddenly we're killing everything on the floor. And dealing you a sizable amount of damage. Cool. Titan's Tooth? Okay, so that made everything else free, which is excellent news. The more rage, the better. Final wave. We will kill Seraph. It will be on the second floor, and that's going to have to be okay. Last stand can go now. I'll be relatively happy about that. We will have killed Seraph without taking any more additional damage, and that's worth a lot to me. Toss this baby out there, and suddenly we're kicking. We're kicking. Not bad. If anything, an honestly easy win, considering that we just hit him for 2,800 and something. If he had just been on a different floor. So, unfortunately, just... Oh, we beat 40,000! Oh, we did it! Okay, look. I'm just happy we made it to the end of that, because that's a tricky-ass daily. I was not making it into that 46,000 area based off the deck we had. It took a turn of setup to get moving, and then after that, it just didn't work fast enough. That said, we still did really well. We got 72nd place this far in. It's pretty solid. Let's see how you got first place, though. The Sentient with Revenge, draw 1. With a bajillion. Okay. You got his Nameless Siren, you got a Shattered Cell, you got another Nameless Siren. You still have 2 Train Stewards in your deck. Energy Siphon with Holdover was the big thing that I'm sad we missed out on. You ended up going for the big play with the Lightstone Casing. Yep, I could see that being a big deal. Being able to, like, this is the kind of thing that I knew Lightstone Casing could do. The big brain play is usually the good play for points, but it's not the safe play always. Engraft is free, fair enough. Frozen Lance with Consume, I should have thought about that. Restoration Detonation, Restore, Titan's Gratitude. Hold on, where was your, did you not pick up the Ancients? Harness the Ancients? You did not. You went hard on the Ancient Synergy, though. You had 2 of these things that consumed. It dealt a bajillion damage. Holy crap. Where did most of your points come from? Most of your points came from killing Arcus and Seraph early. Which we could have done. I'm not sure if you noticed, but if at any point my Nameless Siren was allowed to attack into their back, like was allowed to attack, 2,800 damage in one attack. It would have been enough to kill Seraph from turn 1 if we'd been able to set it up. But still, really good run. Took 40 minutes, but really good run. Thank you for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. Not a top 10, okay? It's not 6th place, but it'll do. Thanks for watching, and I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. You guys have yourself a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Monday morning Monster Train Morning Commute. Bye!